You could segment SEO into kind of two different buckets. There's the product and service side, and there's also the information side. So if you try and kind of bucket the two reasons why somebody would be searching for something, it's they're searching for a product or service, or they're trying to find information on a particular topic. And I think a lot of marketing leaders today, they kind of maybe fall into one of those two buckets. Some will say we got to be making great content, we got to be a content hub, but others could be saying that I'm doing this to get buyers, and I'm trying to sell my product or service. So I'm looking for buying intent, which it's a great place to start. But I think if you're not doing both, you're missing out on a big opportunity. So if you're really focused on let's focus on buying intent in these keyword phrases, which is a great place to start. You're optimizing your products pages, you're optimizing your service pages, right? Maybe you're writing a couple of posts that are focused on buying intent sort of phrases. That's a great place to start, but I can guarantee you that it'll only get you so far. You start running out of ideas. You'll maybe get stuck at a certain position in the rankings. But if you're doing blogging as well, what you'll find is it opens up a lot more opportunities to not only rank for a ton of new phrases, but then also increase the rankings of those product and service pages that you desperately want to bump up because they're bringing in a ton of purchases or a ton of leads or a ton of sales, whatever, right? Really predominantly content marketing. The other aspect of it is if you catch somebody at the information stage of the buying cycle, right? So they've assessed that they have a need. Now they're looking to get informed about what it is that they need to buy. If you catch somebody early on, number one, they get introduced to you before they're at the stage of evaluating vendors. So yes, you could very well skip that stage of evaluating vendors, and they could absolutely decide that you are going to be someone that they research and they ask for a quote or they decide to buy from. It's definitely a possibility, but the other big factor is it opens up a ton of opportunities to bring in fresh new traffic, obviously, like we just talked about, but then also link back to those product and service pages and show Google that you're an expert, right? So Google wants to show, obviously, a reputable company. They have good products, they have good services, but the other thing that they want websites to do is to show that you're an expert. And if you're able to educate your industry on topics that you are and should be an expert in, make sure it's relevant, it's on topic to whatever it is that you do. But if you show Google that consistently, people are staying on your site longer, less bounce rates because they're pogo sticking back to and from Google and back to Google because they didn't find what they were looking for. You're writing good stuff. People want to read it, right? You're making sure that you're focusing on phrases that are actually searched for. If you start doing blogging right, you'd be surprised as to how much you'll see an uptick, not only in just, traffic, but then also sales and increasing leads as well.